You know what? When I wrote that, I thought, what the hell am I writing? This sounds terrible. But then when you read it, it actually sounded really good.
Thank you.
So thank you, Brendan, for making that strange exercise work. How are you guys doing? It's great to read here. This is an awesome looking audience, and this is a really cool story. My first time here, so it's a privilege to be here, and I will be buying stuff more than likely. Especially if people buy my book, I'm just going to put that money towards buying other things. So
Awesome.
that's how the world's going to go around. I'm just going to start in reading. I'll talk a little bit about Moontide Press, but I'm just going to start with a poem. Oh, that's not the poem I was going to start with. I'm actually going to start, it was funny, so one of the readers later, who I had the privilege to publish for Moontide Press, Alexis, her book, Junkie Wife, is not for young ears, and Brendan was like, oh, we'll have Alexis go last, and that way all the, the disclaimers will be said, and, all the young ears will not be in the store. So I was like, do I only have to read PG stuff? So here's a PG poem for you, called Little Death. It's not really PG. It starts with an epigraph. The first time your heart was torn from your chest, you thought you were dying. Minnie Netefe. When we first met, I knew you'd be the death of me. All curves and cast iron, you were a sexy wrecking ball I couldn't help jump in front of. Your mouth was a cyanide tablet, and I wanted to swallow your tongue. I could have slit my wrists with your smiles. Their corners, serrated edges should have come with better handling instructions. And I admit, I liked the way you touched my neck. Maybe just a little too much. I could have fashioned nooses from those fingers. You were so radical, I wanted to learn to speak terrorist, take lessons in suicide bombing, and you were so intoxicating. Alcohol poisoning seemed like a good way to go. That is to say, I wanted to drink you all in, so as not wake up the next morning beside my regret. And that short black dress you wore, the one that hugged your ass like I wanted to. That might as well have been my chalk outline, because you, naked, were the ledge. The first time we made love, I removed my parachute first. Let it hit the floor before I did. The first time we made love, we did it in the lotus position, used gasoline for lubricant and lit a match. My head spun faster than the bullet chamber of a 6-shooter loaded with only 5 rounds. I wish the gun would have jammed that first time, so things would have lasted a little longer than they did. Because that first time we ever made love was the only time. I've never felt more alive, dying.